Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs on EA Sports. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Jazz as they enter play. They took 2 big steps forward on the road, winning both those first 2 games. Now they come back home with a 2-0 lead already in their pocket.
And this has been a one-sided series so far, and not in the way we even expected. I mean, what a position to be in. Get 2 wins on the road, now you're coming home already up 2-0 with a chance to put a stranglehold on the series.
Conley. And count the basket inside.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To Joe Ingles. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Shot for Mitchell won't go. Josh Jackson. For 3. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Utah ball. To Jackson. Off the assist.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a 3-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
To Joe Ingles. They get it down to Gobert. He throws it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
To Valanciunas. Knocks it down off the step back.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Conley into the front court. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. Deep 2 there, won't go. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Josh Jackson. Fires the 3. Textbook defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It was right there. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. To Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Nothing going here on that drive. Conley. To Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Has a look. Mike Conley. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Jaren Jackson to Jackson. Right. To Jaren Jackson. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Utah with the possession. Conley. Missed a wide open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Jaren Jackson. Able to convert inside. Mitchell with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Conley. Deep left corner. Joe Ingles to Conley. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Here comes the screen. The drive right to the basket. Efe Udoh sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Grizzlies own the basketball. To Jaren Jackson. Takes stock of the floor. Rudy Gobert. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go. He has to find better opportunities. To Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Conley into the front court. His team down 9. Baseline drive. Tyler Zeller with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Kyle Anderson. Anderson rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Mike Conley, 4 out of 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Joe Ingles. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Kyle Anderson. And it's Conley with the rebound. Mitchell with it up top. Trailing by 11. To Conley. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Jaren Jackson over to the right side. Finish that. Mitchell with the basketball. Down 11. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Joe Ingles goes to the right side. Baseline drive. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
To Kyle Anderson. He's denied.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Memphis with the rock. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Jaren Jackson. Oh, the touch at the rim. Counted.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Conley. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Anderson. Short jumper off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Shot from in close, no good. To Kyle Anderson. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Dylan Brooks. Fine to shoot. Down low Anderson. Off the assist.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Clarkson to Allen. Defense making the ball carrier work. Grayson Allen to Clarkson. Just off the mark.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good. To Clarkson. Has a chance. Now a step back.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Memphis, they've got it. To Kyle Anderson. Probing the defense. Anderson. Trying to cash in. Count the basket.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Clarkson with the basketball. Margins 8. And the Grizzlies able to clear the rebound.
Mark Ethan.
Has a look. He connects off the step back.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Clarkson. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Dylan Brooks. Here comes the screen. To Kyle Anderson. Fires the three. Second effort. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. To Kyle Anderson. Oh, big finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Clarkson down to Gobert. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? To Jackson. Dylan Brooks. Gets it in the right corner. Beyond the arc for three. No good. Clarkson with the basketball. Down a dozen. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Has a chance. It's good. Not necessarily his comfort zone. They dared him. He scores.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
To Allen. Down low, Crowder. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Jay Crowder trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good. A three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. It's Grizzlies ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Driving right to the basket. Rudy Gobert pins it. Clarkson with the basketball. 9-point margin. And the Grizzlies have the rebound. To Jackson. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Jackson. Rebounds pulled in by Gobert. Clarkson with the basketball. Right now, down 7. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Mitchell drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. From long range, tough shot. He hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Right with it. Leads 5. To Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Josh Jackson is going to get a chance at 3 here. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Nope, first one does not go. Second of 3, no good. Boy, bad performance at the line. 0 for 3. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 5. To right. Screen coming. Right. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. To Jaren Jackson. Mitchell with it up top. 5-point game. Joe Ingles. Five seconds to shoot. Trying to cash in. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Efe Udoh, defended by Jackson. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. 4-3. They swarm Jaren Jackson. Missed the shot. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Joe Ingles. They get it down to Mitchell. Jonas Valanciunas able to recover with the block. Grizzlies own the basketball. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Mitchell with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Joe Ingles. Another chance. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Right with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the screen. Right. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Grizzlies will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Jazz would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Defense.
The Memphis Grizzlies have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
Jackson Jr. has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Memphis with the rock. To Valanciunas. Nothing going here on that drive. And he hits.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Jaren Jackson. Right. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson. The drive right to the basket. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. It's Jazz ball. Conley. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Memphis, they've got it. To Jaren Jackson. And the rebound comes down to Utah. Conley into the front court. His guys down by 9.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
For 3, Mike Conley Jr. showing no ill effects from the injury that kept him out.
Oh, I like what you're doing right now. It looks like you're running some DHOs into PNRs. That's dribble handoffs into pick and rolls. You keep running that action, you're constantly going to keep the defense guessing.
Fires the 3, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet. Across the timeline, it's Conley. 9-point margin. Down low for Gobert. Throws it down.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Valanciunas to Jaren Jackson. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands, get in there, strip that ball away.
Nothing going here on that drive. Conley. Deep left corner. Shot won't go. Conley into the front court. His team down 9. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Jaren Jackson. Right. Has a look. Deep 2 there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
To Conley. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
And the nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance. Just not going down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Right. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Substitution being made in this one. Conley to Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. Conley to Joe Ingles. Trying to cash in.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. To Jaren Jackson. Josh Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Joe Ingles to Conley. Good. Off a spin.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
To Jaren Jackson. Right. Won't go. Jonas Valanciunas. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
DeLon Wright has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guy's down 11. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, I see you've been working out, huh?
Jazz have the ball. Clarkson. Here comes the screen. To Clarkson. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. To Valanciunas. Nothing going here on that drive. Anderson to Valanciunas. No good and no foul. Clarkson with the basketball, trailing by 11. To Joe Ingles. Clarkson. Nice pass to set things up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Valanciunas. He gets it.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Utah's got it. Clarkson. Surveys the floor. To Joe Ingles. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
Anderson. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Valanciunas. Anderson. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Clarkson to Allen. Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Won't go down. Utah ball. They get it down to goal. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Got it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down 11. Joe Ingles to Clarkson. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. And the rebound taken in by Utah. Utah with the possession. Clarkson to Allen. Here comes the screen. Grayson Allen to Gobert. Now now preparing to shoot at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. To Dylan Brooks. Lets it fly from long range. That bothered Kyle Anderson. Well defended. Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that,
the
your crowd needs to get you
2021
back in
NBA
this ballgame.
playoffs 1-round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Crew Game
Just inside the arc, at
2021.
the buzzer. And the Jazz have it. They cleared the rebound. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Grizzlies out in front. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Here comes the screen. To Clarkson. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Kyle Anderson. Shot from the lane. Won't go. To Clarkson.
Brooklyn Nets led series 3-0 over Boston Celtics in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1-round season 8 games.
Fires the 3. Not that time. He missed it. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
New York Knicks led series 3-0 over Atlanta Hawks in the 2021 NBA playoffs 1-round season 8 games.
And that's rebounded by the Jazz. Clarkson with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Down to Gobert. Off the mark. Screen coming. To Kyle Anderson. Trying to cash in. The shot almost.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders
Milwaukee
are longer,
Bucks led
quicker,
series
and more
3-1
athletic
over
than we've ever
Miami
seen
Heat in the
before. So
2021
offensively, as a
NBA
shooter, you
playoffs
either have to be able to
1-round
create
season
more
8
space off
games.
the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. The jumper's off the mark.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming.
Philadelphia 76ers led Series 2-0 over Washington Wizards in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season, 8 games.
Can't connect from in close. To Allen. To Gobert. Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
Los Angeles Lakers led Series 2-1 over Phoenix Suns in the 2021 NBA playoffs, one-round season, 8 games.
Beyond the arc for 3. He was all over him. Conley into the front court. His guys down 3. Not that time. Gets it in the left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Mitchell with it up top. Down 3. Trying to cash in. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To Valanciunas. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Gobert. It's a big finish.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. To Jaren Jackson. Anderson. Here comes the screen. Can't connect. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
It's Jazz ball. Screen coming. Sizing up the defense. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Conley to Gobert. Short jumper misses. To Jaren Jackson. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Valanciunas. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Conley to Joe Ingles. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. Right with it. Up by 3. Jaren Jackson. From long range. That's how you defend. Mitchell with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Conley. Here comes the screen. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Grizzlies ball. To Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Right to Jackson. No good. Conley into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Gobert. Great looking vision. Oh, I missed a short one there. To Wright. Jaren Jackson. To Wright. Here comes the screen. Wright. 5 on the shot clock. Goes to the left side. Not that time. Joe Ingles. Doesn't get the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Jaren Jackson. Gobert with the rebound. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads 1. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Right with it. His guys now trailing by a point. Dylan Brooks to Jaren Jackson. From the painted area, won't go down. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. Count the basket at the rim.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Right with it. They're down 3. To Jackson. Dylan Brooks to Jaren Jackson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They swarm Jaren Jackson. Missed the shot. Rudy Gobert snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Dylan Brooks to Wright. 4-3. Won't go for DeLon Wright. Give credit to the D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Jazz have the ball. Conley. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Five to shoot for Utah. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. And throws it down. Jazz will take a timeout. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. Footer for the win. Grizzlies get the victory. They've taken a commanding lead in this best-of-7 series. 3 games to none. 1 victory left. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Grizzlies edged out a close victory in today's game.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Memphis Grizzlies. The Jazz are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Ja Morant will rock the entire world tonight. Ja Morant.